Welcome again to Homily from the Holy Land. Last week I mentioned that Eretz Yisrael's uniqueness was that everybody knows about Shemitah here, and I made a statement that even everyone from kindergarten up is aware of Shemitah, and I was reminded by one of the Choshva listeners in the diaspora that that may not be correct, that a lot of people have no idea what Shemitah is. Anyway, I was at my kids in Renan over Shabbos. My daughter, was one of my ardent listeners, said that I told her that statement, and she says, no, I think that I'm correct, that it's very well publicized throughout Israel. Every supermarket, food store has signs on it, Heter Mechira, Otzer Bezdin, Yavul Nachri, Yavul Chutz Loretz, telling you exactly where all the material, the foods came from, and exactly what heter you have for using it. And so it's pretty well publicized. But anyway, be it as it may. Let's get on to today's topic, and that is for us in the Holy Land. Last week we read Parshas Chukas, and for those of you diasporites, you're going to read Chukas this coming Friday, this coming Shabbos. The Magen Avraham, in the last siman of Hilchos Tainis, which I think is 580, chapter number 9 in the Magen Avraham, mentions that the Friday of Parshas Chukas is called Tzom Hashishi, the fast of the sixth day. Why is that? And he goes into an elaboration that in 1624, it's 16 something, the French, church under the heading of King Louis XIV ordered the burning of 20 carloads of wagon loads of Sifrei Kodesh. There is a Jewish apostate that slandered to the church that the Jews are teaching kefira, and obviously they were found guilty, of course, and so all over France, wherever they could collect, they burnt 24 cartons of 20 cartons of, some say 20, Magen Avraham 24, some Magen Avraham says 20, wagon loads of svarim. You have to remember, in the 1600s, there was no printing press. That was a fantastic loss. And because of that, the Magen Avraham mentions that they declared a fast. And that on the sixth day, to this day, maybe people still fast on Erev Shabbos, Friday of Shabbos, Parshas Chukas. Why Dafka on that Friday? Because that's when it was burnt. But the Magen Avraham mentions it. Again, if you will, I will say in a second. Magen Avraham mentions it because they asked the Gedolim there for a Tainis Chalom, in the dream, see if you can get an answer from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, exactly what this signifies. And the answer came back, Da Gzeras Oraisa. This is the Gzera, the decree of the Torah, and which is the Targum on Zos Chukas HaTorah, which means that Friday was destined and ordained from God that they should burn the Talmud. So that's why it's not on any other day, whatever day in Tammuz that was in those days. It's always on the Friday because it's Zos Chukas HaTorah. This is the Gzera of the Torah. The Magen Avraham mentions that this. Well, it doesn't mention this particularly, but that they want to accept another fast because on this same Friday, two towns. If you Google it, I think tells you the name and gives you more information about it. The two cities were destroyed, totally destroyed. There were thousands of casualties. So he declared this also as a Tzom HaShishi. Magen Avraham mentions that the Bach Okay, one of the great commentators on the Shulchan Aruch wrote a Kinas of Tisha B'Av for it. I don't know which one that is, but if you look in the art scroll on Kinas of Tisha B'Av, on Kinas 41, there's a Kina Torah Halo Tishali, Torah you will ask, because you were burnt. That's written by the Maram Rutenberg on the burning of the Talmud in Paris on that 1624. There was some that say, I think it was one of the Talmidim of the Rebbeinu Yonah, which was one of the Balei Atosos, says that this was in retribution for the fact that Jews themselves, just a few weeks before, burnt in the very spot where they burnt the volumes of the Talmud, had burnt the Rambam's Moreh Nevuchim and Sefer Hamada, because they thought that was kefira, and obviously, as it turned out, the Rambam is learned and studied to this very day. So that was a very tragic day of Zos Chukas HaTorah. This is the Gzera of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Maybe just to put it in a certain context, that even though we've had these Gzeros over the centuries, they tried to destroy us, tried to destroy our books, our holy and sacred texts, but they were never successful. And if you walk the streets of Yerushalayim, Bnei Brak, and I'm not going to mention all the other cities in Eretz Yisrael, you can hear the singing of Torah, and Torah is growing stronger and stronger and stronger. So all those who rose up to destroy us, they're all on the ash heap of history, and we're very well alive and successful. And Torah keeps on expanding. So Mitzvah Hashem, that Torah should keep on growing, our attachment to Yadus and to learning should keep on growing, and with that we'll be Zochot, the Gula Shlema, from Herav Yomeinu, Amen.